Welcome to the Pretty Confident Podcast, where we embrace authenticity, own our worth, and build unshakable confidence. I'm your host, Sierra Renee, so let's dive in. The church folks say, come as you are. Okay, so in this episode, I am definitely just coming as I am. And if you are not watching this and you are only listening to the audio, maybe just stick with the audio this week. Okay, maybe just stick with the good old no face, no case audio this week. But if you are watching, thank you so much. Please do not judge, y'all. Like, I literally have my bonnet on. I am in the clothes that I put on this morning. I did just throw on a jacket, but I'm tired. I was going to do my makeup for y'all. I was going, well, not just for y'all, like for me, because I have been in the slumps a little bit lately. And I have just been thinking to myself, like, I need a pick me up. I'm feeling down because I don't feel my best. And yes, I am pregnant for those who don't know or this is your first time here, but I don't want to use pregnancy or any outside factor as an excuse not to feel and look my best. So, I told you guys this before. You typically feel how you look. If you feel down, if you feel not together, if you feel all over the place, how does your appearance look? Because typically, confidence is going to kind of formulate based on how you walk around, how you present yourself. And if you feel like you are not presentable, your confidence is going to lack because you don't feel presentable. You think that, all of these people are judging you. So your confidence takes a blow. Okay. But if you are putting on your best every single day, I'm not saying that, there's no days that you could take off and not look bummy. Us girls, we be having our bummy days. Okay. We definitely have our bummy days. But I feel like I've had more than a few bummy days, maybe a bummy weeks, months. I don't even know. But I can say for certain that I did not do my makeup since August 30th, because August 31st is when I found out I was pregnant, and I have not done my makeup since. I only did, well, let me not lie. I did my makeup one time, but that was for my intimate secret ceremony with me and my husband's, wedding, because we did have to do a wedding, or we didn't have to do a wedding, but we did one because we needed to go ahead and be married for the type of loan that we are using for our house. So we did an intimate ceremony. I did my makeup for that. And then as soon as I got home, I took it off. But I say all this to say I have not done my makeup in almost 2 to 3 months. Yeah, almost 2 months. And not saying that, oh, if I don't have on makeup, I don't feel good or I don't look good. It's just sometimes us females want to go the extra mile, right? And I have not put any effort into outdoing myself or doing a little glitz and glam a little bit on just like a regular schmegular day. I don't have anywhere to go or I'm not rushing to do anything, so I just feel like my confidence hasn't taken a hit, but my morale or just my energy has taken a hit. So I was gonna do my makeup today. I got busy with work. I was sleepy on lunch. So I was like, I'm not doing my makeup on lunch. I ain't doing nothing but eating and sitting down and taking a mental break. So my plan is to, get back into makeup, record, post, all of that on my TikTok, because I have yet to post on my TikTok. I think I just posted my first video in a few months since finding out I was pregnant as well, to announce that we're having a baby, expecting, a little bundle of joy next year. So I am just slacking on all things, but I want to start slowly building it up. So today it's a definitely come as you are. I got my bonnet on because I did not feel like putting on a headband wig for y'all. I told my husband that I was like, oh my goodness, I want to get my hair done. Like, I just want to feel good and with minimal effort, right? Like, yes, it'll be a lot of effort and time consumed sitting in the chair getting my hair done. But when I just want to up and go and take this bonnet off, because sometimes I don't like wearing it all day, I don't want to have to throw on a wig. I just want my hair to be done. So he said, book the appointment. I'll pay for it. So I booked it for the same week, Friday. So by the time that this episode comes out, I'll already have had my hair done. And then let me see. Uh Oh no. But then we have other stuff going on in the background, and it's just like, whew. When we do finally get the chance to sit down, I think I'm going to sleep for 30 days and 40 nights. But anyway, like the moral of this story is that I'm just super tired. I wanted to go above and beyond for you guys and do a little bit more than just what y'all see right now, because I do believe appearance is everything and how it makes you feel. But today I just am tired. I was like, I gotta record, because if not, then they won't get an episode this week. And I definitely want you guys to get an episode, especially because this is the last episode of the month. And y'all know at the end of every month, we discuss our goals, okay? So we are going to go ahead and get into the nitty gritty. Now, you guys know the deal. Go ahead and pull out those bingo boards, those prayer boards, those vision boards. And I need y'all to start looking at if you guys have gotten a little, move that needle a little bit closer to those goals. If you achieved any, if you were not on the mark of meeting any of them, why? Have your interests changed? Do those goals need to change? If so, you could change them. They don't have to be accomplished this year, but just to know that you no longer hold interest in that type of goal any longer, and you want to change it and put something else right there to reach, possibly by the end of this year. We got 2 months left. Or if it's something that you want to, put a pin in and achieve in 2026. Do what is best for you. Your intentions change, your purpose change. So your bingo boards, your prayer boards, whatever board you put out there at the beginning of the year is going to change as well. Your lifestyle or your outlook on what type of lifestyle you want will change as you get older, as you grow, as you achieve and reach new mountains. So, we're going to go through my bingo board, discuss what I achieved and what I want to achieve in November, and then we're going to proceed from there. So, first thing is first, I did not even ask you all how you guys are doing. So let's rewind that. How are you guys doing? How are y'all feeling? I hope that you guys had an amazing day. So far, an amazing week, because obviously, when this drops, the audio will drop on Tuesday, visual will drop on Wednesday. How are you all doing? How did this month treat you? And how have you been thus far this year? We are nearing the end of the year, so there's only 2 months left to get what we need to get in order to say that we accomplished something that we feel proud about in 2025. So I hope that you guys are doing good. Drop it in the comment section if you want to release some tension, or tell me that you want to discuss something around what, how you felt and what made you feel that way. Drop it in the chat, because I definitely want to discuss things that you all want to hear about. And I'm going to say it in every episode. Those who are a returning listener, thank you so much, because I know y'all probably get tired of hearing, oh, drop what you want to hear about in the next episode or in any of these episodes in the comments below. But I want to make sure I put it in every single episode, just in case I have that new listener that's listening to this episode that hasn't listened to any other episode, and they're like, oh, I don't know if she would take a suggestion from me. Yes, I will take a suggestion from you. Give me, because that's just content for me to go out there and create and kind of, think on, to see if it's something that I've been through that I can talk to, or if it's something that I need to do a little bit more research on, or just have a guest on the show, and give you all something like that. Yeah, so like I said, drop in the chat how you guys are doing, if you want to disclose that, if you want just a area, or a safe space to just get some stuff off your chest, definitely use it. If you want to get something off your chest that you want to hear somebody else talk about, but you have nobody else around you to talk about with, drop it so I can talk about it, because this platform is for all of us. It's not just for me to talk about things that I've been through and my experience and my viewpoint and my take on things. It's about what you guys want to hear as well, because I'm not only building confidence, but I want to build a safe and responsible and respectable community. Okay, so that starts with me and is continues on with you all. So yeah, let's do it. So drop it in the chat if you want to hear something that you have not heard on this platform. just because it has so many episodes at this point, like we're reaching 90 episodes on this platform. If there's something that you don't know if I already spoke about, I do not mind speaking on it again. I feel like, my viewpoint could change from whatever I said in the previous episode rather than me just saying, oh, just go visit this episode. Definitely comment what you want to hear about, and I will do my best. Okay, I will do my best. Okay, so moving on into today's episode. Thank you so much for being here, returning listeners, OGs. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. If you are new here, welcome. Welcome back. I'm kind of doing this, episode kind of all over the place or backwards because I normally do this at the beginning, but welcome back. Hello, how are you? I'm glad that you're here. Let's jump into it. Okay, so just to recap what I've already accomplished this year. I have so far accomplished, let me go ahead and get my little highlighter out. So far, I have accomplished uploading more tutorials, such as digital design work on YouTube. I've paid off my student loan. Well, I paid my student loans current. Excuse me. I've done a liquid diet for 1 week, a liquid diet for 2 weeks. I've started not one, but 2 to 3 different YouTube channels. I think I dissolved one of them. I've bought new bar stools. I had a free space on here, so obviously use that. I started digital designing, not just for me, but for others around me. I think I did my cousin's graduation invitation. I've done my save the dates. I did my, little cute, I did like a newspaper theme for my wedding, whatever. It was going to be these save the dates, but I changed it and just decided to keep it as like a newspaper edition for me, just for me, for mine to be saved. I didn't want anybody else to have that much of our information out there. But did my save the dates? I do the digital design. Too many. Never mind. Let me not say that. I did digital design for my mom and her best friend's business. So I do majority of their digital design work. Um, I've done digital design work for my best friend and her husband. Like I've done a lot more than what I thought I would be able to do than when I initially put this goal on here. So I started digital design. I have not started charging people. That's the only thing. I've launched my visual podcast. Um, let's see what else. I applied for a new role at work. That was a big one for me this year. And then I've read more than 5 books, but I did have 5 books on here. I've renovated my living room and I've made more makeup videos. Now, I will go ahead and say I have now paid off one of my credit cards. So I'm crossing that off. I have paid off another credit card. So I've paid off 2 credit cards. And let me see, what else have I done? I've saved $500. Doo, 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 and I've saved $1,000. So that's 1,500. Now, the only thing that I'm trying to think about right now as I'm crossing these off, and I believe that's the only thing that I have on my bingo board, yeah, that I've achieved. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this. So I do have bingo at this point, but if I decide to take that 1,500 that I saved and pay off this last credit card, I'm uncrossing 2 boxes to cross off 1 box. Or I can wait. I don't know, you guys. I get a bonus in the next couple weeks, so I think I'm going to wait to see how much that bonus is. And depending on how much that bonus is, I may go ahead and apply it to that credit card. And then, depending on how much money I have budgeted off to the side, depending on how much I could spare, I'll go ahead and pay the rest of that credit card off. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's the smarter idea, just so that I don't, strain my money. Like, yes, I'll have all 3 cards opened up now, but at the end of the day, what do you have in savings? To those that don't know, I'll go ahead and say it out loud now that it's more so like official. My husband and I are closing on a house this week. The week that this video is coming out, we are closing on our house. Like the Monday before these episodes actually air, we're closing on our house. We're signing the documents, getting the keys the very next day, because they have to be overnighted since we're doing a, what do they call it? we're doing an like a on call. I don't even know. We're not going to the exact location that the signing branch is at. We're doing like a, I don't want to say virtual because it's not a virtual signing. I don't know. Anyway, we're signing at a different location that's more convenient for us. So since we're not doing it at the specific branch, a notary has to come out to us and then they'll, sign the docs and everything with us. And then they have to overnight it back to that branch. So that's why we won't be getting the keys the same day that we're signing, but rather a day after that. So that's when I want to make sure that I'm not just throwing all my money to my credit cards and then don't have any money to, fend for us as soon as we get into this house, because it's like, oh, now we have a mortgage payment due. Now we have mortgage insurance, that like homeowners insurance that's due. Now we have, all these other expenses that kind of outweighs a credit card. But I did pay that credit card down below 50%. So I'm definitely in a good space at this point on this last credit card. So my goal for next month, because we already discussed what I achieved this month, my goal for next month is to definitely pay off that last credit card. And I want to say I have a 750 credit score box on my bingo board, but I don't know until I know that my credit score is 750. So I want to say I want my credit score by the end of November to be a 750, but it's just based on however and whenever they report, right? Like I know I have one that reports on the 1st, one that reports on the 20th, and another one that reports on the 24th. Yeah, on the 24th. So I'm not sure, but my goal is to have my credit score at a 750 before the end of the year. Now, if I'm able to achieve that in November, that'll be crossed off. That'll be another bingo line. Um, so at this point, I have two bingo lines, and let me just announce like what those lines include. So it's pay student loans current, start YouTube channel, start digital design, read 5 books, liquid diet for a week. The next line is renovate living room, $500, save $500, more makeup videos, liquid diet for a week, and save 1K. The third line that would be there if my credit score goes up is pay off one credit card, liquid diet for 2 weeks, buy new bar stools, excuse me, I can't talk today, 750 credit score, and renovate living room. So I know the goal of a bingo board is to get, one line of bingo, yada, yada, yada. But to me, I put everything that I want to accomplish on this bingo board. I don't care if I get no bingo. I don't care if I get the whole thing bingo. I don't care if I get, one bingo. My goal is to at least accomplish or attempt to accomplish everything that I put on my bingo board. And like I said, if it changes, it changes. I change. I know I changed one on here to pay my student loans current. I know I changed another one on here to enroll for school. And that one is now changing because I did apply to go back to school. I got approved and accepted. Um, I applied for FAFSA. I know that's not how you say it based off the acronym, but I applied, I got approved. And then I found out I was pregnant. I was like, I am not dealing with pregnancy and, schoolwork. And how I am as far as school is I go all in. I start to get sticky notes, different color. I color coordinate, each subject. I put all the due dates on my wall. And as I'm completing due dates and assignments, I peel them off and I throw them away. And I like to work ahead. So if I could do it online and it's unlocked, I'm doing stuff as much as I can. So that way when it comes up, I don't have to worry about it. Like when it's due, I don't have to worry about it. So just thinking and talking to my significant other is just not feasible for me right now just because of everything we have going on with just doing this intimate ceremony, uh now closing on a house, moving in, having a baby, being pregnant, let me see what else. We have we're we got to do a lot of things for this house. Like just getting settled is going to take several months, and then thinking about the baby next year and still planning our wedding and still trying to find a DJ and caterer. Like it's just so much going on that I feel like I will be spread so freaking thin if I continue to try to think about doing school, right? Like I already have a degree, another degree can wait. So trying to plan this other wedding. Just finished, the intimate wedding. Went dress shopping. Oh my goodness, I didn't even tell y'all that. I went dress shopping and I found 2 dresses. I paid for one already a few months ago. And then I went again to try to, surprise my mom and my auntie. And lo and behold, I found a new dress. So I bought that one instead. But anyway, like they let me exchange it. But, I found me a dress for next year. We're moving. We're having a baby on the way. It's just so much going on. So to add schoolwork on top of that, already knowing I'm gonna be spread thin on all these other areas of my life, is just not going to be healthy for me. Because at this point, I would have so much stress on myself and in my pregnancy that not only is it going to affect me at that point, it's affecting a life that I am trying to bring into this world the healthiest way possible. And stress is not healthy, and it could literally terminate your pregnancy. So I'm just trying to do the things that are not going to stress me out. We got the intimate ceremony out of the way. That's done. I have our marriage certificate. Even though that took, Lord have mercy, so much work and legwork, and making sure people didn't mess up and everything because it's a legal document. Um, we're moving in this week that I'm posting this. We should be getting settled by the end of, I say give us like 2 weeks to get completely moved in and, make sure everything is where we want it before we start doing stuff to the house that we want. We want to get the backyard fenced in. Don't know how much that's going to cost. We just have a lot of stuff going on. And so the more that I can get done and the less I have to do after some of these things get done, the better I will feel. So I am just tired. I am trying to still show up for you guys in the best way possible. Like I said, it is a come as I am episode. So if you are in your bonnet, if you are in, some loungewear or whatever, and you're watching this, I hope that, we're matching each other's vibe. But yeah, you guys, that is today's video. Drop in the comments what you all have achieved in the month of October, what you want to achieve in November. Y'all, we have 2 more months to go. So if you don't learn nothing else this year, you need to look back at everything that you achieved and be like, okay, I did that. Now what do I want to do next? Y'all know what I say. You will try so hard to put yourself down, but most of the time we just forget who we are and what we've already accomplished, that we don't think we can achieve, or that we are the person to achieve the next thing. Look at your resume. Look at the stuff that you've already accomplished and use that as fuel to motivate yourself, to spring you forward or catapult yourself forward to the next thing. Okay, you are the person to achieve this. I tell you guys this all the time. If you were not the person to achieve this or set something in motion, you would not have been given the idea from God. So live in your purpose, live in your truth, and do the damn thing. Honestly, like that's all I got to say to y'all. But I love you guys, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Peace. Thank you for tuning in to the Pretty Confident Podcast. Remember, confidence isn't about perfection, it's about embracing who you truly are. So until next time, stay bold, stay authentic, and stay pretty confident. Peace out.